So, growing up, my dad would consistently impart a single yet profound directive each day when I started: learn something. It wasn't just a morning ritual before school every day. He began to tell me this every time I left the house. I didn't think much of it, but it became a steadfast principle and a natural part of my day. Whether I was stepping out for school, for practice, or any other endeavor, his words echoed in my mind. This experience shaped my mindset and encouraged my continuous curiosity and inquiry. I brought this mindset with me, even after graduating from Marion and into my studies at Binghamton, where I'm currently a senior. I entered college with several distinct interests, and I felt empowered to explore all of these interests. And in just a few months, I'm going to graduate with degrees in mathematics, economics, and environmental studies. So obviously I'm different from your typical speaker. I'm only 4 years where you nice award winners are now. But even though I'm 4 years ahead of you, we're in very similar parts of life. All of us are about to enter a period of change, graduating from our respective schools and seeking a new role or academic endeavor. Whether moving on to college, the workforce, the armed forces, or staying local, this next phase of life for all of us may force us into the uncomfortable. Because of my dad's phrase and developing this mindset, I've learned that a phase of change is also a phase of growth. A growth mindset is about believing in the power of effort and perseverance to improve yourself, and it's the idea that our abilities and our intelligence can be developed over time through hard work and through dedication. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, those with a growth mindset view them as opportunities for improvement. It's about eternally being a student and not being afraid to ask questions and make mistakes, and to embrace the belief that we can constantly evolve and improve. And so I had a professor a few semesters ago who I vividly remember because she embodied this growth mindset in her teaching. She didn't just impart knowledge in her classroom. She cultivated an environment where dynamic conversation flourished and where everyone was encouraged to share ideas, ask questions, and to engage in lively debate. Rather than fearing mistakes, she welcomed them as opportunities for deeper understanding. Her encouragement of open dialogue and exploration instilled in me and my classmates a sense of curiosity that extended far beyond the confines of her course. She taught us not only the subject matter, but also the inevitable lesson that learning is a continuous journey fueled by curiosity and collaboration. This allowed everyone, students, and the professor included, to take part in continual growth. That same professor who encouraged our class to always share our thoughts, our ideas, and our questions, told us how she felt she could always learn something from us, even though we were her far less experienced undergraduate students. Hearing that from her reminded me how everyone has valuable insights, especially because we all have a unique set of experiences and perspectives, and therefore we can learn something from anyone we encounter. A quote I learned from the show Ted Lasso that I think shows this idea perfectly is to be curious, not judgmental. And it was written by poet Walt Whitman. And so my brothers and I were fortunate enough this past summer to hike through Colorado, and after eating at a trailside cafe, we met a man named Zero, who noticed our backpacks and was kind enough to offer us a ride into town. Zero was in his late 30s with a short, unkempt beard, and he appeared to be a loner. He enjoyed a much more nomadic lifestyle with his dog Stella as they traveled around the country in his car. Though of a different age and from a different part of the country, and in a complete different stage of his life, we found that even though this man was very different than us, we found striking similarities. When asking questions about his life, my brother Nate discovered that he and Zero worked in the same niche job type of technology consulting. They swapped their stories and experiences and troubles, and then were able to help each other. Zero had a unique experience and a job structure that Nate was looking to get into, and he gave him advice into how to best transition into a different structure. And so just like Nate and Zero, everyone can find some commonalities with those they meet and can learn something from them, no matter how different they initially appear. As Walt Whitman intended, since we were curious and we asked questions about each other's lives and not judgmental about our appearances or their perceived roles in life, Nate and Zero both experienced growth. And all of us are entering a phase in life where we will do something new, And most likely, we will be meeting all sorts of new people with new backgrounds and experiences. And that's a wonderful opportunity to learn something. Instead of going into conversations with judgment, go in with curiosity and an intent to learn, whether about someone's way of life or about their unique pools of knowledge. In turn, you might be able to teach them something. In my experience in college, with many peers from New York City and Long Island, growing up in the farm county of Wayne Finger Lakes region may have afforded you some unique opportunities that others are curious to learn about. So this story zero especially shows how a continuous growth and improvement mindset is favorable in every setting, not just academic or professional. Even while on vacation, or running errands, or just hanging out with friends, going into these moments with this mindset allows for learning. In the long run, small moments like these can have a huge impact. When I think back to my Colorado trip, I think about how much I grew from all the small interactions I had with many different people I met through the power of asking questions, seeking to connect with those that have a different set of life experiences than me, and always looking to learn and grow. This mindset had a huge impact on me throughout this month-long trip, and I can only imagine the growth of a lifetime of focusing on being better today than you were yesterday would sum up to be. So as we each enter a new period of our stories and expecting new experiences and meeting new people, reflecting on these stories might help you reframe how you view these novel experiences. No matter where you go, what phase of life you're in, remember to enter each day and each new experience with an open mindset, seeking to grow and connect with others. And so for today, tomorrow, and each day yet to come, learn something.